Welcome back, students. I once again welcome all our students, regional chapter officers at the last session of this one-day program for students on the occasion of International Literacy Day. This session will give you all updates with respect to the latest development for the students in the institute, like training, student activities, academics, classes, etc. Senior officials from Directorate of Student Services, Directorate of Training and Directorate of Academics will address you. Now let's start the power-packed session by session 1 on updates related to Directorate of Student Services. I welcome A.K. Srivastava sir, Joint Secretary Student Services. As I said earlier in the morning, that sir is a known face and most of the students, they know sir. So sir has mostly worked with the students and sir has mostly worked in Student Services Directorate and he is a very senior official of the institute. I once again welcome you, sir. We all are eagerly waiting for your power-packed session.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gitanjali. Dear students, good afternoon. I'm happy that once again I'm connected with you. Morning we were together in the inaugural session. This particular session has been planned to update you what is happening in institute. This last session, you will be getting the updates regarding students' activity, what are the latest developments happening in the institute. After my session, you will be getting an opportunity to get the updates regarding training, Directorate of Training. And after that, you will be getting the updates from Directorate of Academics on your academic front. Let me start. My PPT is visible, Gitanjali? PPT is not visible?
Yet not visible.
Now?
Ab dikh raha hai. Now we can see. Now
We
it
can
is
see?
visible. Yes, it is visible.
Fine. Now it's okay?
Yeah.
Students, we are going to cover only updates, particularly related with students' activity. We are interacting with students of executive program, professional program and foundation program as well. When we are discussing such program, we are going to touch what are the latest developments. The major initiative of institute we will be covering in this session. Just to give me 1 minute times. Yes. Now, first of all, I would like to suggest you that to get the latest updates about the institute's development, any recent announcement and all, you should have the habit of visiting institute website regularly. Once you are in habit of visiting institute's website www.icsi.edu, you will be updated, you will be in touch with the various announcements. We have given a link here. If you go there, you will get all important details about student services. Before I proceed, the maximum questions nowadays we are getting about when we are going to open the window for filling the examination form for December 20 examination, 21. December 2021 examination, when the examination window is going to open for filling of examination form. Students, you are aware that because of this pandemic, June examination got delayed. We are aware what was happening across the country because of this pandemic situation. So because of that situation, it was difficult to conduct the examination in June in time. The institute took decision and it was delayed. Now it was conducted in August. So when the one cycle will complete, it means when the result of this June examination, which was conducted in August, will be declared, only after that the process of filling the enrollment form for December 2021 examination session will start. So again, I'll request you, please visit the website of our institute regularly. You will be getting an announcement there, and after that the window will be opened. Coming to the major decision of elective subject. As you all are aware, in professional program, we have got 8 elective subjects. These elective subjects, as per the earlier decision, 3 subjects were supposed to be dropped from the list as per the decision of the council. But since we have extended the attempts under the old syllabus, for students of executive program and professional program up to December 2021 exam session, the 3 elective subjects which were supposed to be dropped earlier as per the decision of the council will continue up to December 2021 exam session. Means all 8 subjects which were earlier open will continue up to December 2021 exam session. Specifically, the forensic audit, direct tax law and practice, and valuation and business modeling. These all 3 subjects, I repeat, will be continued till December 2021 exam session. Along with that, I also want to repeat here that old syllabus of executive program and professional program will also be continued till December 2021 session of examination. So for the students who are appearing in the examination under the old syllabus, for them it's a good news. They have got one more attempt, so they can prepare to the best and they can clear in the examination as per the old syllabus itself. They are getting another opportunity till December 2001. Students, we are conducting various programs for students every year. UOSO is one of them. UOSO is All India Fest, you can say, for students, which we every year organize. This year it is planned to be held in northern region. We celebrate the UOSO on 12th January every year on the birthday of Swami Vivekananda. This year also on 12th January it is planned to be held. 12th January 2022 it is planned to be held in the northern region NIRC. The specific venue and details will be announced shortly. Every year we are conducting the All India Company Law Quiz. This year also All India Company Law Quiz was conducted, preliminary round through online mode. Then students who qualified the preliminary round, they were allowed to appear in the semi-final round. And students who are shortlisted, who scored highest from the semi-final round, they will be allowed to appear in the final round. Final round we are planning to have in 18th of this month, 18 September. So students who have qualified the semi-final round, their list is already given on the website. Because of pandemic again, we are not organizing this program, the final round, in physical mode. It will be conducted in the virtual mode. The details will be shared with the participants individually. But the good news is that students who are not participating in this program as a participant, as a selected participant, they can watch it live. So we will be streaming live the final round of Company Law Quiz on the Facebook page and YouTube page of Institute. So on 18th September from 9 AM onwards, this program will be live telecasted. Please get connected and be benefited. Now, another latest development I'd like to inform that there are some students who have passed the CSAT examination, but earlier when there was pandemic going on, class 12 results were declared late and schools are in process of issuing the mark sheet. So such students who have passed their class, their CSAT, CSEET, they have been given time up to 31st December 2021. They can take admission in executive program provisionally and they can submit the mark sheet of class 12 pass by up to 31st December 2021. We have observed in the month of April and May, it was a very, very disturbing situation across the country, lot of casualties, and we have come across that there are students who have lost their earning member of the family, their parents, father or mother, and now they are in financial crunch. Institute has taken a decision that any student, if he is facing financial problem because of death of his parents, either one, not because of COVID only, but because of any reason, they will be given free of cost, 100% fee waiver, admission in executive program. So dear students, if you know anybody who is student who is interested to carry on the professional course, who want to study the professional course, and he is facing the financial crisis, you can inform them in your nearby area, surroundings, wherever you are staying. You can inform them that they can take free admission in Institute. Institute has extended the helping hand to such students who have lost their parents. Now, executive CSEET, as per the earlier requirement, the CSEET was compulsory for all to clear, to take admission in executive program. But as per the recent decision taken by the council, now all graduates who are having 50% or more marks in any discipline from any university, or all postgraduates without any minimum percentage of marks criteria. If you are a postgraduate in any discipline or from any university, they are eligible to take direct admission in executive program. They are exempted from CSEET. Earlier, the exemption from CSEET was given to only such students who are chartered accountant final pass or cost accountant final pass. But now this exemption has been extended to graduates and postgraduate also. Graduate minimum criteria percentage is 50%. Postgraduate no bar. Because of the disturbing scenario of corona, one-time relaxation has been given to students who are appearing in the examination, who are for this June examination, which was supposed to be held, which was held in August, finally rescheduled and held in August. One-time relaxation was given from qualifying the pretest and the ODOP, one-day orientation program. This was again the special relaxation granted in view of the pandemic situation. Again, because of this reason only, the opt-out facility was extended. Opt-out facility was extended. And now students who have taken the opt-out, their candidature along with their examination fee will be shifted to December examination. The cutoff date for availing the opt-out facility was 4th of September. It is already over. Window is closed. So whosoever has applied for this opt-out facility, for availing this opt-out facility, their candidature along with the fee will become carried forward to the next examination, that is December 2021 examination. Let me clarify that when the window of filling the examination form for December 2021 examination session will open, these candidates are not required to apply again. But if you want to add, suppose you had earlier you had applied for one group, one module, it has been carried forward. Now you want to add another module. For that you have to go for the addition. As already I have informed you, one attempt has been extended under old syllabus for executive students and professional students up to December 2021. Now coming to the classroom initiatives, you might be aware that maximum chapters are conducting the classes. Even we were conducting the classes during the pandemic. So that students are getting the facility to be in touch of studies. They can carry on the studies sitting at the home. If you want to collect the detailed information about that, you can visit our website. There is a separate page for that. If you visit that page, the complete information about the classroom teaching is available there. Over and above that, before examination, your head office is conducting a refresher classes, revision classes, doubt clearing classes. So we have been conducting in past, and similarly it is proposed to be conducted in future as well. Before examination of CSAT or main examination of executive and professional, we conduct the doubt clearing classes. So that the students who have studied through across, they are prepared, but before examination they want to revise it and clarify their various doubts which they have captured. at a very, very nominal fee, institute conduct classes, online classes. Again, I'll advise you, please be in touch with the institute's website. You will be getting the announcement in this regard, and then accordingly, you can get the benefit of online classes. At chapters, we are conducting the study circle meeting also for classroom teaching students. So if you are stationed in such cities where we have got our chapter, please be in touch with your chapter office. Be in touch with the child portal. You will be getting latest information when next study circle meeting is being conducted. That will be benefited for you. Apart that, when your exams are near, you need motivation. You know our system. There will be some time when a student is not able to qualify for examination in first attempt or one or two attempts. Sometimes they get demotivated. To insert the enthusiasm in them, to keep them motivated so that such factors are not affecting we are organizing the motivational classes also. We conduct the webinars, motivational webinars, where we invite the learned people who are achievers in their field, who can guide you, who can help you in cracking the professional examination, and who can guide you how to overcome the failures. In boxing ring, you see, in boxing ring, when one boxer is down, there is counting 1, 2, 3. And before the counting is over, if he bounces back, the game is not yet over. Similar is here. Game is not yet over until unless you are having spirit to bounce back. It means your failures should not affect your tempo. If you are motivated, if you are focused, you will be able to hit the target. To keep our students motivated, we organize the motivational webinars. Recently, on 28th July, we organized a program on secret to success in examination, success mantra. We invited an IAS officer who is also a company secretary, Madam Sonal Goyal. She is IAS officer and also a company secretary. She guided our students how to crack the professional examination, how to prepare best, how to plan your study, how to plan your time management. Recently, another motivational webinar we organized on 5th of September on the occasion of Teachers' Day. We invited as a speaker Ms. Shweta Agrawal. She is also IAS officer. You might have attended that webinar. It was widely circulated and very, very largely attended. Highly motivational. Her highly motivating videos are available on Joshtalk platform, and she has given a lot of tips how to handle your stress level, how to handle your failures, how to handle your financial crisis, health crisis, crisis in family, comments of society, so many things. He nicely explained how to handle. So I'll recommend you all, I'll suggest you all that whenever such webinars are organized by Institute, please join and be benefited, because for you we are bringing such a brilliant speakers to guide our students, to help our students to overcome the failures. Students, at the cost of repetition, I would like to repeat here. Although many of you might be aware that Institute gives concession to the students of various category. All SC/ST students are getting 50% concession. Wards and widows of martyrs of Indian Army, Indian Air Force, and Indian Navy, and all paramilitary forces, they get 100% concession at the time of registration to executive program. Students who are from Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, they get 100% concession at the time of admission in executive program. There are persons from Indian Army, Indian Air Force, and Navy who are having permanent disability because of casualties during the war. They also get 100% fee concession at the time of admission. Retired personnel of defense services, our Army, Air Force, and Navy, and all paramilitary forces, if there is a in-serving person or retired person, he gets 50% concession. These are the small contribution of Institute towards the nation building in the respect of these defense personnel. Students from Northeast state, 7 states, 7 sisters of Northeast, students from Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, and Himachal Pradesh. They are getting 50% at the time of registration to executive program. They are getting 50% concession. So these are the financial concession which is granted to students from the Institute. These are the few things I wanted to share with you regarding the recent development in student related activities. Before I close, once again I'd like to inform you that your window for filling the examination form for December 2021 examination session will be open when the results of June 21 examination session will be out. After that, please keep patience for some time because these exams were conducted delayed. So there is some time in getting the result. Please be in touch with our website regularly. We also have our grievance portal. You have means to connect with the Institute through our grievance portal, our support portal. These are the few things I wanted to share with you on this occasion. I'm really happy that I got an opportunity to interact with our students in live program. Thank you. Thank you very much. Over to Gitanjali.
Thank you very much, sir, for your amazing power-packed address. You have always been amazing, and students, staff, everyone admires you a lot, no? So thanks for sharing all updates with the students. You have covered all important updates from Directorate of Student Services. Thanks once again. I wanted to supplement, sir. I wanted to add one thing. I request our students to participate in large number in our national level competitions also. Because apart from academic knowledge, students, they should have good personality also, because they will be working with big corporate houses, no? They will be working in key managerial positions. So these competitions, they will prepare students to handle such positions. And believe me, I want to see all our students in key managerial positions. So students, I once again request you that you all should participate in these competitions. That will build your confidence, because some students, they are academically very sound. But when it comes to speaking, they are apprehensive about, public speaking. So you should come
Recording
out of
has
this fear.
started.
So you will come out of this fear once you participate in these competitions. So it is my earnest request, please participate. We conduct a lot of competitions like moot court competitions, student conferences are there. Then we have essay writing competition, debate competitions. So kindly participate in these competitions. So thank you, students, and thank you, Srivastava sir, for guiding the students.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now let's start with the next session. Rakesh sir, have you joined?
Yes, Gitanjali.
Okay. So students, now let's have the opportunity to listen to Mr. Rakesh Goel. He's Joint Director, Training Department. Training is very important directorate of the institute, and we get a lot of queries from students with respect to training. So since sir is here, he will be, guiding you thoroughly about training, and he will be covering all important updates with respect to the training. We welcome you, sir. Kindly guide our students. Over to you, Rakesh ji.
Thank you very much, Gitanjali. Dear students, Gitanjali, it's visible? Screen is visible?
It is visible. It is visible.
Okay.
You can start.
Dear students, training is the most important part of any professional course. You have cleared your exams with a lot of efforts in multiple attempts in June and December. But till you complete your training, your course is not completed. So we are talking about Directorate of Training role in your profession and upbringing. Directorate of Training is doing the basically regulate the practical training in accordance to the Company Secretary Act. We register companies and PCS for imparting practical training, issuing sponsorship letter to trainees. We regulate the different short-term trainings applicable, processing the exemptions application. This is the which have a experience of 10 years, 20 years experience and clear their theoretical exams. So they are exempted from the practical trainings. And the issuing the most important document, there is a training completion certificate, which is the first requirement to apply for ACS. During this your practical training, your quarterly report and project report and different training guidelines to facilitate our students across India. We also conducting the programs to train the trainers under whom you are getting the trainings, the materials for your trainings, and the most least but the most important, the disciplinary matters relating to the trainees and the trainers. Now let's move to the initiative of the training department. Students are facing a lot of issues with their practical trainings. We open a single window, we call it a Samadhan Divas. It's an initiative of ICSI towards on-the-spot solution of the issues of the trainees and trainers, in which you get a direct access of all the officials of the Directorate of Training to interact, to present your case, what the best can be done in a particular scenario. We handle all type of training issues like switch over from the old training structure to the new training structure, any registration issue in a short-term training, sponsorship letter for a practical training, or any your concern regarding the trainings. Another initiative is our one-day orientation program. We call it ODOP. Was launched in the June 2019. In this program, we update our students about the institute. What is the institute? What is the company secretary? What is your profile? What are the different facilities institute is providing to you? What are the different role profiles for which institute may help you in preparing your career? This ODOP is a physical program, but the location where we institute do not have any chapters. They are also allowed to join online ODOP. During this COVID period, we allow across the India to join the students for online ODOP. And it's a prerequisite to appear for your examination to attend the one-day orientation program. Every 5-6 years, we are introducing new training structure as per the market requirement. What are the requirement of the employability, which helps our student to make a better corporate professionals. It helps us giving the good communication skills, a strong IT and a legal acumen, because as a CS professional, legal acumen is the most important thing, but as a core professional, IT skills are much more important. Especially this COVID time, you see all the systems are transferred to IT. So we strengthen our students with these skills. Now we talk about that the training which is applicable to you. Institute simplified the training process. It's broadly divided in 3 parts. One is executive development program. Second is a long-term practical training. And third is a corporate leadership development program. Earlier it was a MSOP. When you join executive program, you have to be clear your exam, and before starting your practical training, Institute enabled our students to present their best, to grasp the best from their employer, the trainer. We conduct 1 month mandatory executive development program. It consists of 2 parts. One is EEDP, that's the online mode, and the second is a 15 days classroom mode. 15 days EEDP is an anywhere basis through LMS portal. We talk in later on this one. And the second thing is the long-term practical training. This is a 21 months training. After completing your executive course and the 30 days EDP, you are eligible for enrolling yourself for practical training. And after completing your practical training and clearing your professional exam, you are eligible for the corporate leadership development program. It's a residential program. At present, this is a 30 days program, which council wants to be increased slowly to 60 days. In this is the most important training program, which you learn a lot of team spirits, team skills, which is much more required in actual corporate world. Objective of the executive development program is to prepare the students who pass executive program for practical training in the industry, practice, company secretary by developing their communication skills, personality, legal acumen, fundamentals of IT skill. This program will help you to perform better and learn the functional skills in the core areas. as we say, as a duration is 15 days. 15 days is EEDP and 15 days is a classroom mode. To facilitate and to cut short the time, a student can enroll simultaneously for both the EDP parts. That means 15 days EDP and the 15 days classroom. That means 30 days programs can be completed in 15 days. EDP is a online, and whereas classroom mode is a actual program. And before registering your practical training, this is a mandatory one. EDP is on anytime, anywhere basis through Institute Learning Management System portal. You can register yourself by paying the rupees 2000, and within 2-3 days you will get our LMS portal login details with the complete modalities how to go ahead. This 15 days program will be available for 90 days. You can complete your program within 90 days. In case you are not able to complete your program, then you have to be re-register by paying a small amount of fee. And now we talk about the practical training. The most important thing is that the primary focus of the institute to provide the quality education and training to our students. The practical training is one of the key areas through which the quality of the newly inducting members depends. Practical training provides real hand experience. It plays a crucial role in your overall personality development and also prepare you to face the real potential challenges in the professional career. It will enhance your practical knowledge, legal skills, IT skills, personal skills, managerial skills. These are the common skills apart from the company secretary. As a professional, if you have to work in any organization or have to start your own practice, these are the common skills for every professional, whether you are an engineer or a doctor or a CS or a CA, anything. These are the common skill set which everyone should possess for a better future. After completing your 30 days EDP, you are eligible for practical training in a company and or under PCS. The basic requirement to start your training is an appointment letter from a company, or if it's a PCS, you have to be sign a contract in the specified format. The contract should be executed on a non-judicial stamp paper. The stamp paper may be purchased by any of you, either trainee or a trainer. The stamp paper validity is maximum 3 months from the date of purchase. Fill the complete details. It will help you when your NOC will be issued by your trainer. That should be duly signed by company secretary in a practice and the trainees, and the document should be submitted on the Stimulate portal. Now we talk about the time limit for registration of training with the institute. We got lot of queries about the, sir, we forget, our trainer do not sign this, and it's very difficult for an institute to register delayed trainings. In this regulation, institute give you the maximum 100 days to register your training. But we advise you, we guide our students, you should register your training before starting your trainings. It will help you to see if there is any problem. Otherwise, the problem will be faced during your exit when you get a completion certificate. In any cases, if it's more than 100 days, training will be treated as a dummy training, and that will be null and void. One most important part is that whenever you submit any documents to the institute, any information, that should be bona fide and genuine. Because in any stage, if institute knows the information provided by you is not correct or not as per guideline, your training may be freeze. We talk about the transfers. As this is a 21 months training and lot of scenarios are possible for transfers due to trainer, due to training, due to location, or due to any issue. As per guideline, there are maximum 2 transfers are possible in a training of 21 months. You can transfer from a company to PCS, PCS to company. But NOC is mandatory to initiate the process of transfer of training from one entity to another entity. And if you transfer as per process, you have to be complete only the balance training. Say you have done your 15 months training under PCS and now you are relocated. So you have to done only 6 month training to your new location, whether in a company or a PCS. Simplicity, I'm explaining the process of transfer. It will help you because awareness is the most important tool to go ahead. If we are aware of things, there are very less chances we make mistakes. A student is eligible for a transfer by submitting his resignation to the current trainer, whether it's a company or a PCS, and the different possible scenarios are that. First is the most important is the medical grounds, in which you need medical document certificates. If your parents got transfer from one city to another city, due to any mishappening of your trainer, due to marriage of student, in case your trainer shift from one location to another location, more than 20 kilometer distance is there. And if there is a irregular payment of your stipend, they are the basic reasons for the transfer which institute recognize. Initially, you have to submit your quarterly reports in a physical, but after introduction of Stimulate portal, this is completely online system. Your trainer has to submit your quarterly reports. Every trainer has a unique ID and password of the Stimulate system, and they have to submit your quarterly report. In case quarterly report are not submitted, so during completion of your training, it will be delayed. Your quarterly report should be submitted within the 30 days. Timelines are there for the first quarter, that is January, February, March, either by the 30th April or before 30 days from the end of your training. For example, your training is going to be completed on 15 March. Then you have to submit your quarterly report by 15th April. The same applicable to April to June, second quarter, July to September, and October to December. Although this is a responsibility of our trainer, but it affects your training. So we requested you to pursue your trainer to submit on time your quarterly report, and in case of any issue, feel free to write us. Another feature is that project report. Now no physical or hard copy of project reports are required for your training. you have to be prepare your project report on your selected topics and submit to the institute. On basis of your project report, one Viva Voice will be conducted during your corporate leadership development program and grade will be awarded. Minimum you have to be secure B grade, that is a satisfactory. In case your grades are below then you have to be resubmit your project, because project is a outcome of your practical training. What you have learned from the practical training to give that shape. It's a project report is an important document. What are the do's and don'ts for training? Most important, maintain the decorum of your office in which you are going to training. Always in a formal attire. Maintain absolute integrity. Not integrity, absolute. Even no one can make perception about you ki it can be like that. Because you are a representation of institute in that organization, that PCS, that company. You carry ICSI with you everywhere, wherever you go. You follow all the complete guidelines regarding your trainings. Keep an open mind and try to deeply understand to use your theory which you have cleared in your theoretical exam to how to apply that your theoretical knowledge at your practical workplace. Be always open, learn as much as possible, grab each and every opportunity which in turn boost your confidence level and personality. And on completion of the training, submit your training completion certificate as per the specified format. Ensure your trainer submit your quarterly reports. In case you are going to be take transfer, kindly inform the institute at the earliest possible time. In case of any dispute, any ambiguity you are facing at your work location, feel free to contact the institute. Institute is always your second mother. You can always see towards the institute for any resolution, for any issue. Maintain the decent and responsible conduct behavior during your training period with your colleagues, trainers, and all the guests in your office. Always give your fair and honest feedback, whether it's a trainer or anything, because it helps you improve the quality of further training. Although mobile phone is a very important gadget nowadays, but we should keep this on silent on our working place to avoid any disturbance to our colleagues. Maintain the discipline during office timing. If you are doing online or offline, both cases, if you are online, be log in on time, because punctuality is the most important thing. What you should avoid it during your training. You should avoid taking unnecessary leaves, extending your training, because if you are take more leaves, you have to be extend your training. This will be impact your overall completion period of your CS course. Don't damage, spoil the property of your trainer organization, because in future you will become a trainer, and if some trainee do such behave with your property, then how bad you feel. You just think from that perspective. Do not take the important documents any gadget, laptop without proper permission of your trainers. And always be calm and cool at your working place. Do not furnish any false information regarding your trainer and trainee to the institute. Never use or write any loose comments. Training department is at your desktop, at your mobile. These are all the facilities which you can access through online. There is a dedicated page on www.icsa.edu/student/training. Status of various training applicability, what type of training is applicable to you, what is the EDP, what is the PDP, 15 days academic program, MSOP, EMSOP, long-term training, quarterly report. Each and everything is available on the portal. You have to be refer these guidelines, all the updates available on the portal. And if still you are facing any query, feel free to contact us. After completing your training, should be in very hurry for membership number. That's a magic number. It's the most important number for a company secretary. But there is a one wall, one barrier. We call it training clearance certificate. With effective from 1st November 2020, TCC is mandatory for applying associate membership. Now, question is, what is TCC? TCC shows the complete details, what type of training you have done, when you have done, from where you have done, what are applicable to you. That is a complete flow chart of your training structure. You will be eligible for TCC only after completion of your all applicable trainings, and you can apply for TCC through Stimulate portal. This option will be available only when your all trainings will be completed. Generally, it takes 5-6 working days for TCC, provided your all training documents are in order. We understand multi-education system is the most important requirement of professional world. By carrying only one professional degree is not sufficient for corporate world. Now, corporate world wants multiple skills, multiple qualification. So, Institute is allowing you to conduct some professional courses in parallel to your company secretary course, but with due and prior approval of Institute. Any course conducted by the Institute of Cost Accountant of India, any course conducted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, any course related to law, management or commerce, or any discipline which will be approved by the institute from time to time. Now, what is the process? Granting permission is a right of institute. Institute may grant permission to you subject to fulfilling of some requirements. Right? If you are doing a training, then your NOC of your trainer is also required. The course should be on distance or part-time basis, and after the normal working hours, that is in day you are doing your practical training, and in the evening or the late evening you are doing your studies. but no other practical training is allowed simultaneously with the CS practical. You cannot do two different practical trainings because practical training is a integral part of your CS course. One is theoretical, second is a practical, right? Now, roles of CS training under which you can learn corporate laws, corporate governance, corporate administration, board and shareholders meeting, corporate compliance management. Corporate compliance management is the most important area because it's a single window. You listen a lot of time, Government of India open a single window for any FDI, any business proposal. So we have to be approached only a single person, a single process, single system. They will take all the necessary clearances from backend. And the stakeholder relationship, because now your manpower handling is also most important requirement. In the capital market, India is a growing economy, one of the fastest growing economy we should say. So you can explore your trainees, IPOs, ADRs, GDRs, stock exchange listing agreements, merger and amalgamation, insider trainings, representation, arbitration, direct and indirect taxes, that means GST, and the investor education and protection. What are the different skill sets expected from a CS trainee after completing your training, which is required by employer? We are conducting regularly placement drive here. So this is the concise what recruiter wants from a student. Good verbal and written communication skills, interpersonal skills, and the ability to work well with the people. You are very good, but if you cannot work with your people, then it's a challenge. The ability to prioritize your work, because every day is a fire day. Now you are thinking something, but again there is some top management agenda is there. Your mathematical aptitude, numerical information, analytical is the most important in resolving any issue. Your diplomatic approach, how to say no, is the most important thing. Management skills, team working skills, integrity, all these skill set. Strong administrative skills, commercial awareness, meticulous attention to details, how meticulously you are attending any issue. Influencing skills, lot of influencers or social media are there. So how you can influence anyone? Organization and time management skills, to take the initiative. You should be very flexible and practical for any work. What type of trainer-trainee relationship? You say, before starting your training, you're indulging in books, but when you start your practical training, trainer is your first guru of the corporate world. He will be your mentor throughout your life. If you maintain the 4 key relationship with you, these information are available on the website. What type of companies, offices you are eligible for training. You can go through from the website this. For any issue, we recommend use our single window grievances redresser. It's a monitored system. You can track your grievances at any stage. Senior authorities are reviewing on daily basis that if your issues are long pending, kindly feel free to come on Samadhan Divas. That's all from training department. Wish you a best of your practical training and all type of trainings. Gitanjali.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for guiding the students. This was much required session because we, get a lot of queries on training, no? And you have, guided students in very apt manner and very appropriately in such an elaborative manner, no? So that was indeed wonderful. You have covered everything with respect to training. We are really thankful to you.
Thank you, Gitanjali and Shri A.K. Srivastava ji, our Joint Secretary, giving this opportunity to put our point with our trainees, because we see lot of grievances, lot of issues trainees are facing due to only awareness. Institute is with you and with you always. Thank you, Gitanjali.
Thank you, Rakesh ji. So you have, almost resolved all the queries of the students because you have covered everything, no? Now, dear students, it's time for the last and very important session of this program. This is one of the most important sessions today. We have with us CS Alka Kapoor, Joint Secretary, Senior Grade. Ma'am will guide you, and she has diversified experience in the institute. However, ma'am has mostly worked in Directorate of Academics. Ma'am, we are delighted to have you here. We welcome you. Kindly address our students. Welcome you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Gitanjali. And good evening and welcome to all the students who are attending this program. And I especially welcome this new entrants, the students who have recently joined the profession as students and who are likely and on road to becoming professionals, and not only professionals who are on road to becoming KMPs in companies. Well, students, as you must be aware, you are the lucky ones because you are amongst one of the two professionals who are recognized under the law to become key managerial personnel in a company, along with the managing director or the CEO or the manager of the company. Not only that, the position of a company secretary in a company is a very elevated one. One of the duties which is enshrined under Section 205 of the Companies Act 2013 is to assist and advise the Board of Directors with regard to their duties and responsibilities. See, it's very important. You have to assist and advise the Board of Directors with regard to the duties of the board in a company. And also, I will just read it out to you, how important, just to highlight how important your role is in the company. It is to assist the board in the conduct of affairs of the company, to assist and advise the board in ensuring good corporate governance and in complying with the corporate governance requirements and best practices of the company. It is also to provide the directors of the company collectively and individually such guidance as they may require with regard to their duties, responsibilities and powers, as I told you. This is amongst other duties which are enshrined in the Companies Act 2013. So you play a very pivotal role in the company, and therefore, any power, also comes with a responsibility. Therefore, you have to be a true professional and a one-up man person in the company. A true professional means you have to have adequate knowledge. You have to have knowledge more than even what the board has or the other professionals have. You have to have integrity, ethics, punctuality, and everything that goes with it of being a very creative and a knowledgeable professional. With these few initial words, I will just come down to how in the Directorate of Academics, we are making all-out efforts to make you a good professional. Please put on the slides. The main activities of the Directorate of Academics for the students include preparation and updation of study material, bringing out supplements for the benefit of the students. These supplements are brought out twice a year. CSET syllabus, CSET material, even the question bank are being prepared by us. We are organizing bi-weekly interaction with the students. The student journals, which we are bringing out regularly, include Student Company Secretary, Foundation e-Bulletin. We are also bringing out other publications like monthly updates, Case Law Digest, CS Info Capsule series, which is brought out on a daily basis. Then there are development of practice manual for students. There are e-learning modules and video lectures being brought out for the students. We also handle all academic queries, and apart from that, regularly every 3 years or 5 years, the syllabus review takes place, and the revised syllabus based on the requirements of the industry is brought out. Recently, the Directorate of Academics has, one second, just take it up. The Directorate of Academics has carried out a lot of efforts. They have put in a lot of efforts in revamping the study material. We have tried to make the study material student friendly. We have analyzed the study materials of UK, Canada, Australia, so as to inculcate and bring out the best in our study material, which is one of the important tools of learning for our students. The aim of this revamping exercise is to make the study material student friendly so that they understand the concepts with all the clarity. And secondly, they do not forget those concepts throughout their professional life. So these are the two main aims. Therefore, we have highlighted the key concepts. We have presented the law and procedure through flowcharts and diagrams. Case-based examples are given under each concept. Practical aspects relevant to the topic are presented separately in boxes. International aspects, wherever they are relevant, are also placed there. Yes? Sorry, yeah, 1 minute. Just hold on. Make it full screen, this thing. The PPT. PPT is a wonderful screen. Sorry, students, it's just taking a minute, please. Yeah, is it visible now? Okay, okay. Then even the international aspects, wherever they are relevant, we have tried to cover in the study material. And the reference books and websites are given at the end of each lesson so that you can refer to these. There are also case-based self-test questions in each of the study lessons. This revised, updated, upgraded, revamped study material is likely to be uploaded on the website of the Institute by the end of September 2021, that is by the end of this month, and the printed version of the same will be available by the end of October 2021. So for the students who are going to appear in June 2022, I urge all these students to refer to this revised and updated study material. Besides the study material, to share knowledge with all of you on a real-time basis. We bring out 5 or 6 journals. One is the Student Company Secretary. Then there is CSEET Bulletin, CS Foundation Journal, Case Digest Series, monthly subject-wise, chapter-wise updates and info capsules. I will go through all these one by one. Student Company Secretary is an e-journal which is sent to all the students every month. It is one of the platforms that creates a connect with the students, not only from the academics department but also from the student services and training departments. But to make the journal up to date and enriched, we have revamped it by adding several new sections, including subject-wise updates, case laws, and so on. There are also theme-based articles. See, I urge all of you to go through the Student Company Secretary very meticulously every month, because we are putting in a lot of efforts into this to update your knowledge. The theme-based articles are something like Unearthing Corporate Frauds, the ever-increasing role and scope for governance professionals, which was very recently brought out in the August issue. Everything with regard to the corporate frauds has been analyzed and discussed in detail, along with the law, the amendments in the law, the changes, and the impact that it has. So it will give you a very fair idea as to what is happening in this area. Then in May issue, we brought out labor law reforms and the role of CS. Similarly, in June issue, we brought out environmental laws opportunities for company secretaries. So these are all very well researched articles which we are bringing out for your benefit. There are also articles like e-Rupee, the new digital payment instrument of India. The Taxation Laws Amendment Act 2021 nullifies retro tax on indirect transfer. See, there are such very relevant topics which have been elaborately explained after a thorough research by my officers here in the Directorate. Curbing misuse of social media, understanding the new rules under the Information Technology Act 2000 in the light of social media guidelines issued effective from May 25, 2021. This is another very important article which has been brought out. Besides that, we also give subject-wise regulatory updates on company law, securities laws, capital market, indirect tax laws in the Student Company Secretary. There, we've also added a company law corner, which covers significant and contemporary issues pertaining to company law. Something like significant beneficial owners, all about managerial remuneration, all about debentures, and so on and so forth. Use of legal maxims. These are Italian words which at times may not be very clear to all the students, especially those who have not done law. We try to explain these in the every issue of Student Company Secretary. Then there is a practice mentor, which provides practical insights regarding various procedures, concepts, approaches having strong relevance in employment and practice. For this practice mentor, we approach the practitioners in our profession, the company secretaries who are into practice. We take tips from them as to how they handle particular situations which they arise, and we try to put it up for you all in Student Company Secretary. Students, we also bring out a monthly journal for CSET students who have joined the CSET and have to give the examination. The topics are business communication, legal aptitude and logical reasoning, economic and business environment, and current affairs. There are also sample question papers in this CSET communique along with the answers. The e-bulletin enables CSET registered candidates to be prospective, well conversant with the latest developments and concepts of relevant subjects. 6 sets of mock tests for CSET examination we have already uploaded under the CSET portal of ICSI website, which any student wanting to appear should go through and give these tests. A very important development and in which a lot of effort is being placed by the Directorate is in bringing out case digest series for governance professionals and enhancing their wisdom by imparting knowledge in respect of corporate laws, capital market laws, insolvency laws, business and commercial laws, tax laws, as well as management theories. So, you must go through the case digest series because it gives a very clear idea with regard to the latest developments that are happening in these different laws. The case digest series has two parts. One, it covers case snippets. Case snippets is wherein a brief of the recent and prominent case laws which are dealt with by the NCLT or NCLAT or Supreme Court are briefly explained pertaining to company law. There are also case snippets with regard to securities laws, insolvency law, tax laws, and other laws. In Part B, we cover case studies on recent business, economic, and legal issues covered which are relevant for the CS curriculum. The Part A, case snippets, brief of these cases are given for understanding as to how the law is developing. And Part B, one or two cases are analyzed and discussed in detail as a case study for understanding the interpretation of the entire case. For example, a case study titled Data Localization Issue was covered in one of the recent series of case digest series. This is in the light of RBI's action in the month of April 2021 against the American Express Banking Corporation and Diners Club International Limited for non-adherence to the mandatory requirement of storage of data in India. You must be aware of this legal tussle which has been going on. Both the payment system providers banned by the RBI from onboarding new domestic customers into their card networks from May 1, 2021. The whole case beautifully and in detail. I urge all of you to go through it. Not that it is only important for understanding, it is also important from the examination point of view, because this case study, for example, is relevant for the banking laws paper and multidisciplinary case study paper. Every month, we bring out subject-wise, lesson-wise updates. Whenever there is any regulatory change or any important case has been decided, we try to cover it through the subject-wise, lesson-wise monthly update. It is uploaded on the website of the institute under the academic portal. So this way, students, you can say our study material is updated on a monthly basis, because any change which is happening is also updated on a monthly basis. Next, a very important development is bringing out of Info Capsule and issue of Info Capsule series. Every day, I repeat, every day, an Info Capsule is issued by the institute, which focuses on areas included latest happenings in the corporate world and at ICSI, as well as at the regulatory level. All important regulatory circulars from Ministry of Corporate Affairs, SEBI and other regulators, news relating to restructuring and insolvency, valuation, regulatory takeaways from NCLT and NCLAT, business and economic news, judicial pronouncements, market watch, developments on corporate governance are all reported in the Info Capsule. The Info Capsule is again documented as a series at regular intervals, and so far we have issued 7 series of the compiled Info Capsule. Besides the students to help you in learning, there is e-learning modules are available. There are video lectures also available for the students There are e-books, audiobooks, and videos for foundation, executive, and professional programs. The key features of e-learning platform which the Institute has created is also that the students can collaborate with each other somewhat like a group chat on this platform. So I urge all of you to make use of this platform in a big way. There is anytime, anywhere access. A student just needs to have login ID, password, and internet connection. So a student can do learning while traveling as well. Access of the e-learning modules is available through mobile phones with the help of MTop app. All information relating URL, login credentials, how to download MTop are available on the ICSI website. ODOP and EDP trainings are also facilitated through this e-learning platform. So student please make use of this e-learning platform. This year we started another important, last year we started a bi-weekly academic interaction with the students. So far we've organized 21 sessions in the first phase covering different subjects at executive and professional level. Every week, twice a week, this academic interaction with the students helps the students interact with the faculty, the academic officers in the institute, as well as an external expert. We are going to shortly start the second series of bi-weekly sessions by the academic officers of the Directorate on critical topics of different subjects, and we plan to commence them by the third week of September 2021. So I urge all of you to attend these bi-weekly academic sessions and get your queries clarified. Like suppose you don't understand something like say valuation of shares. You can always write us in advance that this is the topic on which I would like to be covered in the bi-weekly session, and we will organize a session on that for you, because it's not only you, there may be many students who may not be able to understand that concept. It is for your benefit, so be very vocal about it, be very forthcoming. Just tell us what you want, where you're finding the difficulty, and we will get it resolved. Before I wind up, I would like to, urge all of you that we are creating, in the institute, we are creating professionals, and we are not merely passing the students. Our aim is not that you just clear the examination and just say that you are company secretaries. We want you to be the company secretaries who can truly be the key managerial personnel in companies, who are strong in concepts, strong in fundamentals, understand the practical situations and how to deal with those practical situations, understand the fundamentals of case law and the impact a case decision has on practical situations in the corporate world. I mean, you should really be focused on understanding all these concepts, the basics. You need to expand your horizon and keep abreast of the fast-changing economic scenario. So for all the students, what you need to do, one, study material is one of the tools which is available. Besides that, I urge you all to read the newspapers, the economic dailies every day. Attend the debates which come on the social media, on the TV, with regard to the economic aspects of the country and worldwide. As also, prepare yourself in respect to the case laws by going in detail into it. I mean, just don't read the case snippets. For case snippets also you need to know, but understand the cases by going through the entire case law, at least a few cases, go through the entire case law and understand how they are being arrived at, how the decisions are being taken. Listen to the successful professionals by attending our national conventions, our webinars, seminars, conferences, workshops, which are being regularly conducted by the Institute. Last but not the least, have a positive attitude. Have a positive attitude, study with an holistic approach. Now, what do I mean by a holistic approach? Holistic approach means when you study, say, company law, you should be reminded of some of the sections in the maybe in corporate governance wherein it has an impact, or maybe in the securities laws. So read it holistically, that this is there in securities laws, which has an impact on the company law sections have an impact on the securities law, or in the corporate governance paper, like that. Then you will truly understand how interrelated the laws are and how best you can make use of them once you enter into your professional life. Are there any queries? Students, not only this, I have received some of the queries from some of the students. Is reading of the study material sufficient to gain requisite knowledge and passing the examination? As I just mentioned, please don't focus on passing of the examination. Focus on learning. Focus on acquiring knowledge and just not mugging up the various laws or whatever is given. So besides the study material, as I told you, please go through all our journals, especially the Student Company Secretary, the Case Digest series. They're very, very relevant for all of you. And you may read the other material, the newspapers, and whatever you can lay hand on depending on the time available. Listen to the audios, the videos, the webinars that we conduct of various experts in the field, and interact amongst yourselves, and if possible, interact with the professionals in the field. If you interact with the professionals, you will get a very fair idea as to the different situations that they face in their professional life and how do they deal with those situations. So make yourself very versatile. Another question is how to prepare for the open book examination. Well, students, open book examination is tougher than the closed book examination or the regular examination. So you need to really understand the concepts here better. Once you've understood the concepts, there won't be any need to search for the answers. You will know them on your own. So with regard to these papers, which are subject to open book examination, give more time and understand them thoroughly. What are your suggestions on attempting the examination? Suggestions on attempting the examination? Yes, be on time. Don't write anything extra than what is asked for. Read the question paper twice, thrice. Read the question again and again, because many a times what happens is students just read the question and they feel that this is the answer that they need to give. Whereas that is not the answer that they need to give, because the question is asking something else and they are writing something else. So please understand what is asked. Don't try to maneuver things saying that the examiner will not know. The examiner reads each and every word. So give only what you know and what is correct. Finish the paper within time. That's also very important. And there are in many of the subjects, there are MCQ based questions. So there also don't try to just, tick on any of the answers. Understand the question and then only reply to it. What is important? Why I'm writing this, what is important? What is important is, as a company secretary, what is important for you to develop in terms of the skills that are needed? Students, you need to develop drafting skills and advocacy skills. You really have to upgrade your skills in terms of drafting, pleasing, and advocacy skills. Develop your managerial skills. develop IT skills, effective communication skills, time management in study plan, and time management in attempting the examination. These are all very, very important things for passing the examination and then for entering into the corporate world as a refined professional. To accomplish the above mentioned attributes, you need to focus on knowledge of legal, economic, and business scenarios prevailing in India and globally, meticulous reading of study material, reference books, relevant online and printed version publications, business newspapers, and so on and so forth, as I've already mentioned. Make yourself very versatile by reading as much as you can. But yes, mind you, reading is not the only thing. Also, focus on developing yourself. Otherwise, by doing yoga, exercises, playing, moving out of the house, not being stuck to the mobile phones all the time. So develop a holistic personality and make yourself a professional whom people will truly look up to, whom even your board will truly look up to for advice and sound counseling. That's all from my side, students. I wish you all the best. Have a positive approach. I've already covered that. Wish you all the best. I'm sure you all will do very well in your examinations and before your examinations in acquiring knowledge and studying for the CS course. Good luck. Stay happy. Stay healthy. All the best.
Thanks, ma'am, for your wonderful session. It was indeed informative. You have covered almost everything with respect to academics. So you have given a lot of inputs, a lot of suggestions, and your session was really motivational. Thank you very much once again. So students.
Thank you, Gitanjali.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It was indeed a pleasure to have you here, no?
Thank you. And I also, I would like to tell the students that they can approach us anytime with any of their queries. They can call us or they can write emails to the respective officers or to me, and each of their queries will be answered, rest assured.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving assurance to the students. So students, I once again take this opportunity to thank our Vice President Sir, Secretary Sir, Srivastava Sir, Alka Ma'am, Rakesh Ji, all our regional chapter officers and our dear students for making this event a grand success. I am concluding with these words of Albert Einstein, a person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. So thank you very much, students, for joining us. Thank you very much. Thank you.